Hi USH, hope everybody is well. Today we are going to be doing unpackaging video. It's the ending of August 25th to be exact, and MIgardener has a 40% off on his entire store, which means he pretty much has to get rid of his 2026 season seeds. So you can see there, this is a package from him, and we jumped in there and we got a few stuff. We didn't want to go crazy. The 40%, I mean, he has mostly $2 seeds. I haven't opened this. This came yesterday, and I wanted to record the video yesterday, but then my husband came home, so here we are doing this early morning. And I can't wait to get into this, because it's like one of those things that you like, I know what I brought, but I also forgot at the same time. So here we are. Anyways, so the 40% off is site-wise. I can hopefully edit this on time for you to hopefully be able to hop in there and get you guys some. Most of the stuff is sold out. Even when I jumped in, it was sold out, and this took a pretty minute for it to get to me. Let me look at my invoice to see when I put the order in. I put the order in August 5th, and I received it yesterday, August 24th. So it does take him a while, because I know that, I'm assuming the value to his website right now is on the heavier side. So this package was packaged up by Morgan. So thank you, Morgan. Not that I know who the heck I am from a hole in the wall, but here we are. They give me a name. I always like to, say thank you, give a shout out or whatnot. I think everybody in his company is amazing, but I digress. So we have pretty big haul. Pretty big haul. Like I said, I jumped in there. A lot of the stuff was out of stock. A lot of stuff that I originally wanted, so it's fine. Most of his seed packages are for $2, and it's amazing. So it dropped it down to, I want to say $1.20 or $1.40 per package. He has some new varieties that he introduced this season 2026 that are $4. So I forgot what that was knocking down to. I don't think I got any of those, because I already had gotten those when he first stocked them for the 2026 season. So the 2027 season will open up, I think, in November, I want to say, and garlic season is coming soon, if not the ending of September or the beginning of September. I'm not sure. I know that I already joined the wait list, and there's like 34, 36 varieties. Not that I'm going to get them all. Hopefully you guys watched my videos. I think that I might transition to just hardneck, but once we do like an garden review of the 2026 season, I'll go more into it. All right, so I have some of these seeds already. I just can't pass up a deal. I'm gonna say it. I'm addicted to seeds. I'm addicted to a lot of things, but seeds is one of the major things. So I got some stuff for backups, maybe some new stuff, I don't remember. So here we're going to start off with green globe artichoke. I do have these. I did try to establish this this year. I started growing it in January. Those unfortunately passed away. I replanted in July, which is when we went away for a week, and they did okay, but at the same time also had planted my dahlias, and my dahlias overshadowed them. My husband moved the pot forward, and I think they're doing okay and rocking and rolling. I just don't see them maybe perennializing till next year, because they're not big and strong. So we'll try again, because that's what the seasons are, right? If you're here, God willing, next season is a new one, and you try again. All right, so we have a black bell pepper, as you can see here. And like I said, they are packaged for 2026, so it's him clearing out inventory. So if you're a little squeamish on that, then maybe this is not the video for you. Maybe this is not what you are interested in. But listen, I don't have a problem. He has amazing germination. I still use some of his seeds from 2015, so in the teens, and this is when he was baby MIgardener. All right, I went with rutabaga. I have never grown a rutabaga before. I think I do have seeds, maybe from him, from many years ago. I've intended to grow them before because my sister, I guess, is interested in it. I don't know if I'm late for like a fall planting. A lot of people have been saying, oh, the fall planting, start them indoors in July. I'm at the end of August right now. I did start some like green beans and beets, some soybeans or edamame. I think it was the second week of August. They're coming up, but that's in the front garden, so we'll see. I did forget my radish though, and not because I don't have any. It just went out my mind. But radishes grow really quickly, and I want like superb germination, so I'll probably be ending up using this in a semi-fall garden. I've tried fall gardening before with no success. We'll see what happens this year. This is the sparkler white tip radish. This one is kind of new to me. My husband likes radishes, I think with like some type of vinaigrette, but he says some varieties obviously can be spicy. All right, this time he sends a free packet, a little free tiny packet of Trifecta. Guys, if you don't know about Trifecta Plus, y'all need to get on this. I haven't brought Trifecta Plus in a while, and I can honestly say my garden produces, my garden grows. Follow us on all our other social medias like TikTok and Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, all that other stuff. That's usually where we post heavily, mainly on Instagram. And you can see like our hauls that we bring in from the garden and stuff like that. But when I was using Trifecta Plus, I haven't used it for 2 years, I think. When I was using Trifecta Plus, wonderful. I did not buy this. This is a free pack. All right, asparagus, and I think I got two. I got the two varieties. I don't know how many varieties he offered. I want to say 2. I could be wrong. I got Mary Washington, and this one I had not seen last year, so this one's new for me at least. UC-157. I don't know what this is about. It says it's an asparagus that is vigorous, high-yielding spear variety known for its uniform, thick and tender shoots. It produces spears length average 8 to 10 inches with smooth texture and excellent flavor. Asparagus, so this is a disease resistant to several common asparagus elements, including wilt, rust, crown, and root rot. This variety is resistant to these diseases, making it reliable and productive choice for gardeners and commercial growers. Best to grow by the coast or in milder climates. Okay, listen. When I go in to buy seeds, I don't read the descriptions. I read the descriptions after the fact that I brought them, so that might be a me problem. But anyways, the whole point is I do have, I think it's Mary Washington. I also brought some crowns from the big box store from Home Depot, and they're doing okay. They're not as big as they should be, but I think that they will hopefully come back. And that's also a me problem because I transplanted tomato plants in my front garden, and obviously that's because I didn't want to leave it bare. I had garlic there before, and what followed it was tomatoes and my asparagus. Now that asparagus I did grow from January of this year, and I was really actually excited that it grew asparagus from seed. I feel that that's like a pat on the back, just like lavender and rosemary, right? Anyways, moving forward, lime basil. This is a restock because I have this growing. Actually, I decided to plant all my basils and some green beans in my green stalks this year because strawberries apparently is retarded. At this point, I don't think I could get bare roots anymore from anywhere. The bare roots that I got from MIgardener, they were beautiful. It's not his fault, it's gardener's fault. I seem not to be able to just do it bare root. I think I have to get live plants, which is more expensive. So I think what I'm going to do in the 2027 season is maybe get like 5 or 6 of them to fill up like the top tier of my green stock, and then just let it, produce runners, and then the runners I'll use to grow the, next tiers in the bottom. But one of the green stalks, I planted them with my basil, I planted green beans, and they did good. Right now they succumb to the weather and flea beetles or who knows what, but they're still there. I'm going to cut them at the root because they do, good stuff for the soil. Beets, Cylindra beets. I did used to have this. I don't know if this is the easier beet to grow, but I don't know. I know my family does love beets roasted with garlic, salt, pepper, a little bit of graza, olive oil on top. They say it's delicious. Mammoth basil, more of this because my husband takes, I want to say, half of my produce to his job. I told them I'm gonna start selling my stuff over there, and they love the stuff that I grow, especially one because it's organic. Two, most of my tomatoes are heirlooms. You don't find that in supermarkets. And peppers, I grow a variety of color peppers. He has some co-workers at work that love the purple beauty, the chocolate beauty. And my mom, oh my God, I would have to post this picture. I haven't posted it yet. I just took it yesterday because I harvested some of the ají cacucha, or what we call ajíces dulce. That seed is from Baker Creek or rareseed.com. And my mom was like, oh my God, are those mine? And I'm like, yes, because I grow it for her. I keep whatever comes out at the ending of the season, and everything this year produced later in the season because I put everything in later because of like the tremendous cold front that we had. My garden really didn't go in till the ending of May. So my husband didn't start eating his first tomato sandwich till the ending of July, almost beginning of August. So we have more beets here. Bull's blood beet. This is more like your common one. This is what everybody pretty much knows beets as. I think I'm too late for this, so this will be a next year thing, and not next year like I'm going to be growing it spring to summer. It'll be a fall garden thing. I would have loved to be able to grow it this year, but he didn't put up the 40% till later on, which obviously given, when you have to clear your inventory, you do that towards the end. And then on top of it, like I already said in the beginning of the video, there's a wait period because he's so busy. So at this point, I might be too late for cabbage. I can still try, right? But I be seeing that white moth here flying around until October. So I don't know if I'm willing, but I got it for the heck of it because my husband's like, oh, cabbage. I'm like, okay. I refuse to buy a head of cabbage because he's the only one that eats it. So we'll see. Maybe growing it, I might get something. I have a slight idea. So this one is Savoy Perfection. I do have other cabbages, like regular, old cabbages. This is new to me. So we will see. This one is the purple Savoy cabbage. So this is like that version, but just in purple. I've heard good things about this from a couple of different YouTubers that I watch. So we'll see what happens. Carrots. I got 2 different carrots. I have carrots in my arsenal of seeds, but I heard that maybe after a couple of years, their germination kind of like drops. So I wanted to just retry. I don't know. I'm gonna be ripping up my tomato plants probably here soon because they don't look good. On top of, like I already stated, planting them late, we also had like 3 to maybe 4 heat waves here, and then from there, between heat waves, we also have had a lot of rain, which is not a bad thing because that means I don't have to water the garden. But they've had a lot of dieback. I don't know if it's actual disease or just like normal dieback because I have a lot of indeterminates, and that's what they're supposed to do. So carrots, I got the Imperia 58. I wanted to get I don't know if they're called Scarlet Nannets or Nannets, whatever, but they were out of stock. So we ended up with these, and this is, what is this, Royal Chantenay? I don't know if I said that correct. Yeah, guys know my English is not too good. So one of them is a super long, slender carrot. similar to dandruff type. So okay, so that's not bad. And the other one is a favorite of market gardeners and home gardeners alike, and it's sweet flavor profile. All right, so we'll see. I don't know if I'll end up trying that this year or not, but we got Armenian Yard Long. I also have this in my arsenal. I just wanted to update, seeds and see. I have so many cucumbers, it's retarded. I don't know what to do with all the seeds. I go through it every year and I'm like, oh, which one do I plant? But I have to say, for this year, Suya Long has taken the cake. Everybody else succumbed to disease. I don't know if I have cucumber beetles back there, because for me the cucumber beetles and the actual ladybugs, I don't know if they're the same color, just different spots, or if the cucumber beetles are yellow. I don't know. I'm really not paying attention too much to the actual insects. The only thing I really paid attention to was the vine borer, but more on that too when I make that video. Johnny Jump Up Viola, I've never grown these. I saw Meg grows. She's a part of the botanical interest group. I've never brought botanical interest seeds. Maybe I have to change that coming for the 2027. But she grew these and she makes tea out of these. I didn't know that these were edible, but they are. And she has a whole beautiful trellis. They do climb, so I have to see, because I don't have a lot of trellis space. I only have one big trellis in the back. If you guys seen my garden videos, and that really gets taken over by all of my cucumbers and pretty much literally the cucamelon, which pretty much continues to produce all the way into November. I digress. Maybe I did buy another trellis. It's not massive like the one I have in the back. Maybe I'll put that one in the front and fill it with the Johnny Jump Ups. Apparently you could do tea with this, and since it is the purple color, it is full of antioxidants, and antioxidants and all that good stuff is good for inflammation, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I'll talk to my sister about this because we both have autoimmune diseases, so it'll help. Lavender, did I get different kinds of lavender? I have a beautiful lavender bush in the front. I absolutely, unfortunately, did not do anything with it this year. I've been really busy with what I have back here. Got a little small business of bracelets. But I can't get my sister to succumb to sit down with me and say, listen, we're gonna do this. She does a lot of stuff on her own. She just recently brought me a chocolate body oil. Oh my God, amazing. So I want to get her in here. I know I said it in the beginning of the season that I grow it, and she pretty much does what she does with it, and then she just lets me in. But it'll be a nice little business since I have most of these perennialized already. If we can start something, lavender oil, rosemary, blah blah blah. So maybe something that we'll talk about again in 2027. We've been talking about this for years, but we have this Munster seed lavender and this common Vera lavender. I think I have both of them growing. They're all together in one pot. It's like a whiskey barrel kind of thing, but the plastic version, and they're growing in the front. I actually cut down the flower heads. I didn't bring them in. I just let them dry outside. I just cut them down maybe 2 weeks ago, and it did reflower, so it's really nice. Long purple eggplant, I did not grow this one this year. I think I do have the seeds, or they probably finished and this is a restock. This one actually produces better for me. We did get eggplants this year. I did plant, I think, 5. I ended up planting 2, one by the cucumbers and one in the front. The other 3 came to my tomatoes, so I didn't see anything from those that I know of. Rosita, I got this one. I think I might have another. Yeah, I have another one right here, and this one's called Listada de I can't pronounce this, the heck with it, but my mother-in-law loves these, so I decided to get those because these are kind of the Spanish varieties. I know it said it there somewhere. I've read it before. I think I read it this time around. Yeah, this one's originated in Spain, and my mother-in-law has Spanish, not Spanish, but Española, so in her background. And so she likes these things. Listen, I digress. I don't eat half of the stuff. If it's not a tomato or cucumber, you won't never see me eating. All right, dragon fruit. I think I picked up all 3 of them. I do have dragon fruit growing. It's in a pot. At this point, they're just plants. I don't think they're going to produce anything. We don't have here in Bronx, New York, have the weather for it. I know that, and I'm sorry, I know this is an MIgardener video, but hopefully in the background they should all be friends, right? I know Kevin at Botanical Interest, he has a beautiful like dragon fruit alley, and the envy is real. I wish I can, but I don't live in California. So I do have two. I planted all of these. It was in, what year are we? I think it was either 2024 or 2025. I want to say 2024. I'm not sure. I would have to look at my videos. I planted all of these three. Only two of them are surviving. I don't know which two. Almost killed them this year. I have to look at them and cut off some of the, what do you call these branches? I don't know what you call them, but anyways, I have to cut them off because what was happening is my husband put them to the front of the porch, and my porch actually gets wet, especially with all this rain now. It rains sideways, up, down, and all different directions, so they were getting too wet, so they were rotting, which was a problem. So I ended up getting the purple flush, the yellow, and the white, all three varieties that MIgardener offers. And I have to look at the tags. Hopefully they have tags. All right, the mimosa, I want to grow this so bad. But I think my husband is over houseplants. We have a bunch of houseplants upstairs, but I think he is over it because he's like, I'm tired of having these grow lights on them at all times, because we do have windows in this house, but not windows that I'm willing to cover with plants. I'm sorry, that's just what it is. What can I do? Giant Machina mix Columbine. In other words, let's see, why did I get this? An enchanted double petals variety with multicolored blooms, long stems, perfect for whimsical arrangements, will bloom in the spring of their second year, attracts hummingbirds and pollinators to the garden. It's perennial. Okay, that's why I got it. So I've said it before, I want to plant stuff that is perennial, stuff that is kind of a set it and forget it kind of thing. And I went through his flowers. They were slim pickings. I wanted dahlia seeds and didn't have them, but I digress. And I was like, let me pick whatever is perennial, see if I can grow it, and I go from there. This one is Imperial Mix Pincushion. Yes, and this is Scabiosa. I can't pronounce the second one. It says Imperial Mix Pincushion is a vibrant, easy to grow. Oh, this is an annual. Known for its stunning pincushion-like blooms in shades of lavender, pink, white, and deep burgundy. So you get a mix, as it said. Ideal for attracting pollinators. This mix produces flowers that are perfect for cutting gardens, borders, and containers. The plant reaches about 24 to 36 inches in height and thrive in full sun and well-drained soil. So that's what it looks like. I can't wait, excited for 2027 season. We went and got some triple curled parsley this year. I did not plant parsley. We're not a family that eats parsley. I know that parsley is good in shrimp and garlic sauce. I just do camarones al ajillo, and I just primarily just use garlic and onion to make my sauce. But if you want to make, I guess, I don't know if I want to call it the Americanized version of it, they use parsley, and I don't have parsley. The thyme plant that I planted in, did I grow that one? I have a thyme plant, one died. That was 2025 season. That one dead. I think that was 2025 or 2024 season. I planted one that I grew in the back for this season. It's beautiful. I planted one in the front that I brought from Home Depot, also equally as beautiful. I just harvested both of them. They are creeping, which is good. And I just harvested and dehydrated. I dehydrate here. I know a lot of people say, a dehydration takes away the nutritional value or the taste. It is what it is. I have one of those rocks that I can air dry, but I also have a cat. And the smell of these things drive both of them crazy. So even if I do it in the basement or if I do it upstairs, because both of my cats can't stand each other, so I have to have them separated, so it works out that I can. But either one will attack it, so I rather not. I bought the common English because I think that's the only one that he had available. Oregano, I would have gotten more than one pack of oregano, so it's funny to see that I only have one here. Oregano is so hard for me, I don't know. It used to be the easiest thing for me to grow back in the day, like from seed. I used to have a beautiful oregano bush until a raccoon, when I first started my channel, there's like a little video of a raccoon coming in and just messing up my oregano, but I digress. And since then, it's just downhill spiral with oregano. Now this year, I've had a very good oregano season. I have 2 of them, but they were bought at Home Depot. So also was able to harvest it, and I dehydrated, and we're doing good. Rosemary, if y'all guys know, y'all know my debacle with this. Unfortunately, I can grow a mean rosemary indoors. Once it goes outdoors, I just don't know what happens. This year actually died on me inside. I just, one of those things that my head space went somewhere. Maybe I forgot to water that tray. I don't know what happened. But if you watch my indoor grow updates, you can see that it was a gorgeous, healthy plant. And I just did not have any more seeds, so I couldn't get it on time. So it is what it is. I ended up going to Home Depot, and I got 2. I have one in the back, one in the front. One is in one of those plastic, like tiny raised beds, and it doesn't have much like surface space. The other one is in the front, which is a raised bed. So I'm hoping that one actually perennial. I mean, it's supposed to be perennial, but I'm hoping that one perennializes and grows big. I can see already that the stems are starting to get woody, just like my lavender. So I'm hoping that I can do the same that I did with my lavender with my rosemary. Now, we were able to harvest rosemary. We used it fresh when we harvested the garlic. I harvested the garlic before we went on vacay. In July, I harvested it prematurely, so my bulbs were tiny. And I mean, they weren't tiny, but they were medium size. I could have gotten my hardneck to get bigger if I would have harvested at the end of July, but I wasn't taking the risk. So we made butter, and chef's kiss. Anyways, we got scarlet kale and black magic. I'm surprised I didn't. Do I have dino kale in there? That's interesting. Maybe it's in the mix of something somewhere in there. But the purple one, I think I got this one because they say it's hardier in the winter. I can't seem to be able to grow these outside. They get too buggy for me. I grow hydroponic as well. I have 2 of the tiny systems. I have an iDo and an AeroGarden. I also have the big system, which is the gardening. And right now it's currently shut down, which is why you guys have not seen it. But I'm going to bring it back. My sister has one as well. And since that's the only way that she can garden, she'll be growing some mean stuff. All right, Long Island Brussels sprouts. I've given up on this. So don't ask me why I got it. I would love to be able to grow Brussels. My husband loves these. My mom eats these if she can raw. She loves these boiled with no seasoning on them. I'm like, ew. But one year, maybe 2023, 2024, I was able to carry a plant nicely from one side to the other. And then I think it grew all winter long. Don't quote me on that because I was surprised myself. And we must have had a mild winter. And it came into spring and I started seeing it, I guess bristle up. But then, man, I'm telling you, that white moth came through and it's just, it was wraps. All right. Collards. Collards is another one. I can't say I know how to cook this, but, I do have a southern friend. I can just call her up and be like, hello. But ham hock, this, and who knows what. Black eyed peas. Listen, whatever. Different cuisine. My husband likes a lot of cuisines. He'll eat any cuisine. He doesn't care. He has that type of taste bud. But again, it's one of those things that I would love to grow. I can start it. But if it gets buggy, I'm over it. All right, we have cat grass coming out of here next. This is solely for my cat, for the hairball situation. My cat upstairs, Pearl, actually regurgitates more than my cat down here, Autumn. But Autumn likes to eat this. So I might just grow that in a pot indoor just for her. All right. Listen, Orange Glow watermelon. Don't ask me why. I think the picture got me, because we might have the season if I start it really, really early, and depending on how our springs are. So we'll see this coming year if I want to give this space, because it's not something I can grow up a trellis. It has to creep. So we'll see, but it'll be interesting. I've never grown it actually, like watermelon that size. The only thing that I have grown is a sugar baby. Okra. I didn't plant my mom's okra this year. I say every year we're gonna do it, and I did not plant it this year. This is Hill Country Red. Why did I get this? I think I have this already, so maybe as a backup. Don't ask me. I'm telling you, I was just on there, and I just got happy. Onions went very, very quick. Once it comes to the variety that I wanted, that I was looking for, there really wasn't much. It was really slim pickings. So I ended up with Red Geneva and Utah Yellow Sweet Spanish. And guys, y'all see me every year fail at this. I can grow them inside. I grow them in the high and density situation. I give them haircuts. I do all of that. But I can never seem to make it outside with them. I don't know if maybe I'm starting them too early. I have the slightest idea. I'm going to try one more time. But I'm going to make sure that I also don't miss the window where I can get onion sets. Because if this fails, I would love to try onion sets. But if I do get onion sets, I won't get like an abundance. I don't have a big garden, even though my heart says I do. Tom Thumb Dwarf. I don't know if I'm late for this. I might be. This is peas are true dwarf priority. I like these things to be tiny because I don't have the trellis space. I can buy another trellis, but I really don't want to. So I decided to give these a try again. I just don't know if I'm too late for it. I'll still try though, because I lost me. I actually got 3 packs. That's how bad I wanted to try it. Pimiento pepper. I don't know if I have this. I'm not sure, but this is a pimiento pepper sweet. Well, it is a little bit spicy according to them. It's 0 to 100 Scoville unit. It's not much. You probably won't feel it. A wuss like me would, but then again, I don't eat none of this stuff. And I think I got this because it's perfect for, I think, making it into pimento powder. Well, I don't know if this is the one I used for, if this was the one you used for paprika, it would say it there, so it doesn't. So don't ask me why I got it, but I got it. Here we are. Chocolate Beauty. Again, there's a packet that I have in my arsenal that is messing me up, because every time I plant Chocolate Beauty, I get a different pepper. It happens to be though that the pepper that came out this year is something tiny and red, but my husband liked it, so we saved the seeds. But we ended up getting another one. Too bad I only got one. Habanero Caribbean red pepper. Every year I grow something spicy. I put it in a different bed, obviously, because of cross-pollination, but I guess it really doesn't matter because the bees go where the bees want, right? Next year I might want to do habanero. I don't know. This year we did what color was that? Even though they're not purple cayenne and jalapenos. But then my husband lifted up the dahlia that was on the floor, and they're kind of succumbing to something, so I'm not really getting a harvest from them right now. So it is what it is. It's okay. I was able to, at least my preserve method with peppers is freezing them, so I was able to freeze a good handful because we really don't use them too much here anyway. Big Jim, my husband likes these. He prefers the Jimmy Nardello, but I think they were out, so I picked this one up. and it's spicy enough for salsa. Oh, so this was actually this one has heat. Giving off long peppers that start green and mature into bold red as it gets spicier. So pick green maybe. We'll see what happens, because I didn't know that they were spicy. 0 to 100 Scoville units fine, but this one is 1500 to 25. So those will be one of those things that if I grow, that'll definitely go to his work, because people at his job love spicy stuff. All right, we're down to the last two. I know this is going to be a long video, so hopefully you guys are still sticking around. We have Purple Beauty. This is what I was talking about in the beginning of the video, and these are delicious. My husband apparently eats them straight off the vine. I mean, washed them obviously. And I think German giant radish, absolutely massive radish, that this variety is often confused for beet. Oh wow. Okay, it's fast maturing for their size, and if you like a spicy radish, then you are in luck. These are hot, delicious, especially as a garden fresh snack. Beautiful red roots that can be as large as a golf ball. They go with the spiciness. I told you guys. I think the cylinder, or the other one that I picked, the French breakfast, I think is probably the mildest one. I think, I'm not sure. But guys, that is all of them. I'm gonna go ahead and count how many I have. I'll be right back. All right, guys. So I have 52 packs of seeds here, and some of them are duplicates, just some. I didn't get much duplicates unless I knew I really liked the variety, or like I needed the variety for it to be duplicate because I heavy sow. But that's a lot. And I gotta tell you, it was not that expensive because of that 40% code that he has, and that's site-wise. You can get yourself a Trifecta Plus as well. And I think this came up, taxes, shipping, all of that stuff. I'm looking at my invoice, but the invoice is not giving me the price. If I want to remember, I want to say it was about $65. But either way, I mean, if it's 53, you know, that's including shipping, handling, taxes, and everything. I mean, you're $1 and change a pack, not even less. Like, come on. You can't go wrong. You can't. And mind you, I think you can, Dollar Tree does the same thing too, where they like discount it to like 25 cents a pack. I don't know what Home Depot does. So listen, if you're not the person that's like, oh, I need to have the freshest seeds, the seed, you know, the season that says 2027 and ta-da, this is a good way that if you jump into the site early enough or into the store early enough, this is a good way to stock up for next season, because these seeds are still viable unless it's a certain seed that you really can't use because it's either coated or, you know, whatever. But I've been doing this for years, and trust me, even though I have these, I will still jump into his launch in November and still get a boatload. And at that point, I'm paying the $2 or the $4 that he wants for his seed with no code. Unless he runs a special code for the launch date. Usually he only does like free shipping after a certain amount. But I'll still jump in and get me some more seeds, because like I said, seed addicted. So do look forward to more hauls, obviously, of seeds and his garlic and everything else that he may be coming out with in the foreseeable future. And I mean, with this, the 2026 garden is still going, is still producing a lot of dieback. But with this, man, I can't wait for 2027. This is the beautiful thing about gardening. And it's not just gardening. I'm sure a lot of life situations happen. But this is the beautiful thing, that if something doesn't work, yeah, we have to wait, we have to plan, we have to this. But you can just reset. Year after year, God willing, you are here. You are able and capable. You just reset and restart. It's a beautiful thing. And, you know, we're going to be there soon. We were able to pick up compost from DSNY. I think we got like 26 bags. This year I only made one trip to DSNY, and thank God they opened the Bronx location, so I don't have to go all the way to Staten Island. And I just need those, because I still have, I think, maybe like 4 bags still left from the year prior. I just needed to top off because my beds are good, and that's usually when I like take the plants out. It usually comes with some soil. I'm not somebody that clips. I usually like to take everything out. I know the rule of thumb is clip it, leave the roots in there so they decompose and blah blah blah. I get it. Your garden, your rules, do what you want. That's what I choose to do. So if soil comes up with the plant, I do shake, shake, shake. But also soil depletes as the garden season goes by. So I got me some 26 bags so I can refill, re-amend, and then hopefully plant the garlic and get everything ready so the compost can continue to decompose in place for the 2027 season. But guys, I know I gave you guys a lot of information in between this unboxing of the seeds. We will be having more videos to come in the garden. Look forward to seeing them. As always, guys, thanks for subscribing. If you're still here, thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting us. If you're new, thanks for, joining us. And if you're not, please do subscribe. Hit that subscribe, like button, share us all around. We are trying to get monetized. And as always, guys, please stay blessed, and we will see you guys on the next video. Bye.